everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup featuring two teams who both came away with wins a week ago and know it should be a good battle today. It's the Bengals going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, these two guys, Dalton and Green, they've looked up on some big plays since coming in as rookies together back in 2011. But sometimes Andy can rely on them just a little bit too heavily. And this is a ball he probably shouldn't have thrown.
They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. Stays on his feet. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be first down Cowboys.
Here we go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go.
To throw on second down is Romo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
How about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again. And another reception by Jason Witten, all reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner. Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, one of two tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlop, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
First carry now. This is Hill. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. They send Green to the left on his own. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down. And the offense trots out onto the field.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
The slot man in motion right. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Finding time. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
They'll send Hayward Bay in motion. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Incomplete. Darius Hayward Bay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Justin Durant doesn't get mentioned very often in conversation, but at the end of every game, he's made a lot of tackles.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is caught by Hayward Bay. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, Dalton. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got his man, Boyd. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. So Jeremy Hill got the call there, and he's trying to pick his yardage back up. 2 years ago, Charles, he was over 1,100. Last year, below 800.
Just never got going with any consistency throughout the 2015 season. You know his determination is sky high for this one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here. First and goal from the 5. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Andy Dalton. And this is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Check.
They'll come out in the pistol. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Geno Atkins was back and fully healthy in 2015. And when he's like that, he is hard to move.
And a nice tackle for loss there. 17 of those last year, which was 2nd among all D tackles.
And following in the footsteps of his dad, Gene Atkins, a former NFL defensive back.
Right 18. Go.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. A dump off to Elliott. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a down look. 6 DBs. Romo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
I know that in recent years, it's been tough on Tony Romo. A lot of injuries have piled up, but he's still able to sling it, Brandon. Look at that throw.
Yeah, he can. By the way, you know his given name on his birth certificate?
Hit me.
Antonio Ramiro Romo.
That flows
together. He's got a good ring,
well,
so I'm going to start calling him Antonio.
The lyrical one.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Romo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Maualuga. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They look to throw on third with Dalton. He finds Roberts, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Dalton throwing on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
In motion left goes Boyd. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. This will be caught just inside the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Tyler Eifert has become one of the most reliable red zone targets in the league. Personally, I think he's one of the most reliable targets, period, and there's no doubt Andy Dalton's going to look for him in this situation.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
It's a gain of 24 that time, and that leads to a Dallas first down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Romo gives to Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They go to Elliott again. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Let's go now. Left 35.
Throwing on 3rd down. Romo. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Rolando McClain in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. It's second down. Dalton looking. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll come out in the pistol. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Stiff-armed him. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They send Green to the left on his own. A play fake to Hill. Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Third down from the gun. Dalton. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Another pistol look here. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And able to find Green. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
This will be caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They send Green to the left on his own. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Dalton to Hill on the draw. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. And now here's a and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down following the run. One receiver left, three to the right.
White 18. White 18. Gun. Check. Kill.
On second down, here's Romo. And that'll be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Let's go now. Check. Let's go now. Left 35.
Romo now to throw it. He completes it to Bryant. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On second down, Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Hill, the lone setback. Second down, Dalton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. It's second down. Dalton looking. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to the ground, it's Hill. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Can't find anyone open. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Gun, gun, gun! Here we go, here we go! Gun, gun, gun!
Back to the air they go. Romo on second down. And this one is incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's third down.
Check 50.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. Romo. Throwing left side, it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Romo, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The play fake to Hill. Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Dalton now to pass. And that is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Romo caught left side. Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be a Dallas first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Romo complete to Jason Witten. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They go play action here on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the red zone now, Romo. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is right through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
counter. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, Dalton. Under pressure, they got him again. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. Escapes the sack. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. First and goal here from the 9. On the give, this is their fullback. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Second and goal from the 7. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.